Do you ever find yourself feeling constantly on edge, even when there's no apparent reason? Do everyday tasks feel overwhelming because your mind is in overdrive, always searching for something to worry about? If this sounds familiar, you may be dealing with chronic anxiety, a condition that can make even the simplest situations feel tense, exhausting, and unmanageable. Chronic anxiety is more than just feeling stressed out from time to time. It's a persistent, gnawing sense of worry or fear that never quite goes away. It can show up physically as a knot in your stomach, tightness in your chest, or an inability to relax, even in environments that should feel safe and comfortable. Understanding how chronic anxiety works and finding effective ways to manage it is key to reclaiming your peace of mind. In this article, we'll dive deep into what chronic anxiety is, how it affects day-to-day life, and practical strategies to help manage it. We'll also illustrate these points with real-life scenarios that highlight the challenges and complexities of living with chronic anxiety. What is chronic anxiety? Chronic anxiety is characterized by persistent and excessive worry or fear that is difficult to control. Unlike situational anxiety, which is a temporary response to stress or danger, chronic anxiety lingers, often without a clear trigger. It's as though your brain is always in alert mode, scanning for potential threats, even when none exist. Chronic anxiety can manifest in both emotional and physical ways. It affects your ability to think clearly, relax, and enjoy daily life, often leaving you feeling drained and overwhelmed. The emotional toll can be debilitating, but the physical symptoms, like tightness in your chest or a constant feeling of unease, are just as difficult to endure. Signs and symptoms of chronic anxiety. Let's explore some of the common signs of chronic anxiety with real-world scenarios to help illustrate how these symptoms show up in everyday life. 1. Constantly feeling on edge without knowing why. One of the hallmark signs of chronic anxiety is the feeling that something bad is going to happen, even when there's no obvious reason for concern. It's as if your body is primed for danger, always in a state of hyper-awareness. 1. Always on high alert. You're sitting at your desk at work, typing an email. There's no looming deadline, no angry client, and no reason to be stressed, but your heart is racing, and you can't seem to shake the feeling that something is wrong. You glance around the room, wondering if you forgot something important or missed an urgent message. In reality, nothing has happened, but your body feels like it's preparing for a disaster that never comes. This constant state of being on edge makes it difficult to focus or feel at ease. It's not just about being worried. It's about your body staying in a perpetual fight or flight mode, even when there's no immediate threat. 2. Worrying excessively about things that are unlikely to happen. Chronic anxiety often leads to excessive worrying about worst-case scenarios, even when those scenarios are highly unlikely. This can make daily life feel overwhelming, as your brain constantly jumps to the worst conclusions. 2. The what-if spiral. You're about to leave for a weekend trip with friends, and you should be excited. But instead of thinking about the fun you'll have, your mind is consumed with worst-case scenarios. What if the car breaks down? What if there's an accident? What if I forgot something important? By the time you get in the car, you're already exhausted from all the worrying, and the trip hasn't even started. Worrying about things that are unlikely to happen is a common feature of chronic anxiety. It's not just having concerns about realistic problems. It's imagining every possible thing that could go wrong and then feeling like you need to prepare for it all. 3. Feeling a knot in your stomach or tightness in your chest. Almost every day. Chronic anxiety doesn't just affect your mind. It can also take a serious toll on your body. Many people with anxiety feel a constant knot in their stomach, tightness in their chest, or other physical signs of stress, even when they're not consciously worried about anything in particular. The physical toll. You wake up in the morning, and before you even get out of bed, you notice the familiar tightness in your chest. It's been there for weeks, maybe even months, but you can't pinpoint why. You've had your coffee, read the news, and the day seems perfectly normal, but your body feels like it's bracing for impact. As you go about your morning routine, the feeling doesn't go away. It's always there, like a low hum of stress that you can't turn off. These physical symptoms are often one of the most challenging aspects of chronic anxiety. They're a constant reminder that something isn't right, even when everything around you seems fine. 4. Being unable to relax, even in safe or calm environments. For those with chronic anxiety, relaxation can feel like an impossible task. Even in environments that should feel safe, like your home or a favorite vacation spot, you may find it difficult to truly let go of the tension and worry that's always in the background. 4. Struggling to unwind. You're sitting on the couch after a long day, watching a show you enjoy. It should be a time to unwind, but your mind keeps racing. Did you lock the front door? Is there something you forgot to do for work tomorrow? Even though there's nothing urgent on your plate, you just can't seem to relax. Your body feels tense, your thoughts are scattered, and instead of enjoying your evening, you're caught up in an endless loop of worry. In safe or calm environments, this inability to relax can feel especially frustrating. It's as though no matter how hard you try, you can't turn off your brain or let go of the stress that's always lurking beneath the surface. 5. Feeling overwhelmed by everyday tasks due to persistent anxiety. Chronic anxiety can make even routine tasks feel overwhelming. Simple things like answering emails, going grocery shopping, or cleaning the house can become monumental challenges when anxiety takes over. 5. Everyday overwhelm. Your to-do list isn't anything special, just a few emails to respond to, a load of laundry to put in, and a quick trip to the store. But as you look at the list, you feel a wave of anxiety wash over you. It all feels too much. You stare at the list, knowing these are things you can normally handle. But today, it feels like a mountain you can't climb. The more you try to push through, the more overwhelming it becomes, until you're stuck, unable to start anything at all. For people with chronic anxiety, even the most basic tasks can feel daunting. The anxiety makes it difficult to focus and start tasks, leading to a cycle of avoidance and stress that can make everyday life feel overwhelming. Managing chronic anxiety. Steps to regain control. While chronic anxiety can feel debilitating, there are ways to manage it and regain control over your mind and body. Here are some strategies that can help. 1. Mindfulness. Meditation. Practicing mindfulness can help you stay present in the moment rather than letting your mind wander into anxious thoughts. Simple techniques like deep breathing or focusing on the present can reduce the intensity of anxiety. 2. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT is a type of therapy that helps you identify and challenge negative thought patterns, replacing them with more balanced, realistic thoughts. It's highly effective for managing chronic anxiety. 3. Physical activity. Exercise can be a powerful tool for managing anxiety. Regular physical activity helps reduce tension, improves mood, and provides a healthy outlet for stress. 4th, limiting caffeine and sugar. Both caffeine and sugar can exacerbate anxiety symptoms, so cutting back can help you feel more balanced and less jittery. 5. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts can help you get them out of your head and onto paper, which often makes them feel more manageable. It's also a great way to track patterns in your anxiety and identify specific triggers. Final thoughts. Finding balance in the midst of anxiety. Living with chronic anxiety can feel exhausting, but it's important to remember that you're not alone and that it's possible to manage your anxiety in a way that allows you to live a fulfilling life. Whether through therapy, mindfulness practices, or lifestyle changes, there are many ways to find balance and ease the constant sense of being on edge. With the right tools and support, you can take control of your anxiety and regain peace in your everyday life. Remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to reach out for help. You deserve to heal, to thrive, and to reclaim your life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to put "I subscribed" in the comments below for more content on healing and empowerment. Sending you all my love. Until next time, stay strong and keep thriving. Take my free quizzes to see where you are in your stage of healing. Just click the link below this video